everyone. My name's Dale Danker. I'm the president of TW Local 514 here in the great city of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Making this video from the confines of the grievance office out here by Hangar 3. Want to make this kind of quick update, go over some good things that were here happening, and then wish everybody happy holidays. One thing is, if you're a crew chief, there's a little bit of language in the book that talks about how you decide on your vacation pick, what your ratio should be. The company had made an error in that, worked with Raleigh Reeves down at Local 567 to recognize that error. And the outcome of that was that in, I think, 7 bid areas here in the on the Tulsa base ended up with more guys off per week than what originally they had put out to the guys. So that was good. Went to a facilities maintenance town hall. Seemed like it was about 2 weeks ago now, and one of the questions I had to ask Ed Sangrico, if he could talk about some things that were going to happen structurally on the base with buildings and what the future was. I've been in contact with the VP of base maintenance, Greg Emerson, and he shared with me a few things that he's thinking along the way, and so I just asked Ed if he could share some of that. So there's some talk about Hangar 7 maybe not being a wide body hangar, but maybe being a narrow body hangar, so they could get airplanes down behind Hangar 6 there and into the hangar easier, and incorporate the admin center and tear the admin center down. That's the old admin center, and make it kind of what they call a green space for taking breaks or sitting and relaxing or thinking, I guess. But if you've ever been to headquarters, they've kind of got a green space walking into the headquarters, and they would make something like that in that space. They also talked about apparently we've been parking and using up an area out here on the north side of the facility that really never was incorporated into our lease. So I believe they're going to get that straightened out where we actually have rights to use that property, and that might be a viable place to put a new wheel and brake center. They talked about that, and they talked about the future of Hangar 3 and 4. Maybe it makes more sense to take these hangars down and bring wide-body aircraft in off the runway and the taxiway, and then try to bring them almost a straight shot into what would be a new building where Hangar 3 and 4 is sitting at. So those are some positive things that they've talked about. Investments here at the Tulsa base, which leads into the next thing is they do continue to offer new hires, people off the street, bringing new hires in. That helps everybody hopefully get to a better shift and days off pattern. Seniority seems to be more and more important as they continue to shove people to Tuesday and Wednesdays off. So Marla and Joe and Linda have been, I think, about every couple of weeks attending a new hire class, orientation class. I did go to a meeting this morning with Marla and Joe. It was a Hangar 1, 2, and 3, kind of a little town hall for those hangars. Went over several things going on in their hangar to do with the bids and the vacations, and keeping Hangar 3 separate from 1 and 2, but going down head count, 9FF and guys out of there, and they would have opportunities to go into openings in 1 and 2 and in 5 and 6. But ultimately, when the dust settles on that movement, that they are offering 27 new AMT jobs to people on the street, and I believe they're offering approximately 29 jobs, probably base-wide, to aircraft cleaners. So we are seeing some new folks coming in, which is good for us. And all that's kind of really on the back of the openings in the AAero engine, in the turbine building, we call it. So we've known those openings are all year long. We've known they're coming. They wanted to do 20, 30 at a time. They needed them by the end of the year. Well, the end of the year has gotten here, and now they just have to try to get, I think it was 79 or 80 jobs they put up, and some 6 to 8 crew chief jobs, maybe in 2 different buckets of crew chiefs. So we as a union want those jobs to be posted and go to the most senior qualified people. We're about seniority, and I don't like to say that That's just they can 9FF in the book, Article 9, paragraph FF, and when they have a surplus of people, they can just shut someplace down, call the 9FF, move them over. They could have shut them down and moved them straight into the engine shop. Well, we weren't for that. So what did that cause? Well, they have the staff administration people that do vacation, that do the rebids, that do the 9FF movements, and that helps with the openings. And they come to me and said, we can't do all that at the same time. Would you agree to postpone the January 10th rebid? And I think they pushed it out. Marla, what did they push it to? February 7th? So they pushed that rebid out, and that's going to impact some guys that want to get off of a shift and get to a better one. But it's about 3 weeks of you're going to be stuck there. But I clearly wanted this whole base to have a shot at the AAero jobs with their seniority. So I'm glad that the company has agreed to try to use seniority to move people. So those are things that's taken place. The openings to the AAero, the 9FF movement, and then the new guys coming in. And when the new guys come in off the street, Stacy Brown said that they will do shift betterments. So the openings aren't going to be there for the rebid, the spots, because they have to have people on all the shifts. But as the new people come in, they will do a shift betterment, and if you choose to go to a better shift that's available, they will move the person here and put the new hire to where no one wanted to be. Next little topic is our maintenance control technicians that we have, 514 members down in Dallas. They've been having some folks retire, and they've been posting those positions, and of course, when they do, they bring people in for interviews to backfill them, and if you're interested in one of those jobs, of course, it would require you to go back and forth. What do they call that, Jason, when they go back and forth? What do they call that? I just lost commute. Thank you, Marla. You'd have to move to Dallas, or you'd have to commute back and forth, and we still have guys, when the MCTs were here, we still have some folks commuting. But if you put in for one of those positions and you get an email, watch for an email, because they're going to require you to submit a resume. And then you can have a shot at that job. And if you got questions about any of that, get a hold of me or get a hold of our maintenance control technician chairman, Jason Best, and he can answer all those questions for you. Vaccination, the date is January 4th. We're all waiting to hear. We all turn the news on, whatever news channel you read or listen to. There's lower courts that have enjoined the whole country, and there's courts above them that took the stay off of the vaccination request by Biden. So the long and the short is we're waiting to hear what's going to happen about January 4th. The company is going to go out there and ask you what your intentions are. You're going to put in for a medical, you're going to put in for a religious, get the vax. You won't get probably asked the question, but if you do nothing, they might be asking you, what are you going to do? So, I mean, that's what they conveyed to us in a meeting this morning, what their intentions were. Their intention was not to fire anybody. So just pay attention to that January 4th deadline, and hopefully we'll hear something. It'd be nice to hear something from the company about what's going on in the political world about it, but so far it's been radio silence. And like I said, the holidays are coming up. We do not have base closure anymore. That's unfortunate, but I'm hopeful that those that want off were able to put in for a way to get it off, or work with your friends to try to help swap around and get the days you need to spend with your family, because I think we all need more time away from here, that's for sure. So I'd like to wish everybody a happy holiday. I'm going to spend as much time as I can in this grievance office and walking the base. And if you'd like for me to come and visit in your shop or dock on your shift, first, second, third shift, please give me a call. My number is 918-636-6089, and I'll try to pick a time when I can schedule and come and visit you guys and try to answer any questions you might have. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good holiday.